On today's video, guys, we're about to get into another unboxing. Today I have, once again, a brand new Ormsby guitar has just come in, so very excited. Without further ado, let's get into another unboxing. So you guys are probably wondering, since I had posted a video a while back talking about the Ormsby Hype GTR. You guys may have checked out that video. If you haven't, I'll be sure to post a link somewhere. Basically, I had gone through my pros and cons, likes and dislikes, all those kind of things, just looking at some areas where I felt there was some need for improvement. Couldn't find a box cutter, so I'm just breaking out the old car keys here. Now, one of the biggest issues I found with Ormsby, like I said in that video in the past, is so many of their models, they have such a radically extreme fan fret. And for me, that's just a little bit overkill. Now, you guys may know I'm definitely a big fan of multi-scale guitars. I definitely don't have a problem with multi-scales being a thing. It's just when you have a 6-string model with a 2-inch fan, we're talking 25.5 to 27, it just gets a little bit too extreme. And I think it almost starts to compromise the playability of the guitar. All right, so you can see we've got our very thin, basic Ormsby gig bag. I would say this is gonna be somewhere very middle of the road. I would definitely like to see a little bit better padding. I mean, I think it's good enough. You know, at this price point, you know, for like an import-made guitar, I think it's good enough. I would like to see just a little bit more of like a thicker design, but you know, basic, simple use, I say it gets the job done. All right, moment of truth here, guys. This will be my third attempt at an Ormsby. It's very exciting. Ooh, buddy. Look at that. Very nice. This is a Hype GTR from run 18. It's got like that sort of blue, like ocean quilt finish on there. Looks like a quilted veneer. Set that aside. And one of the biggest things, like I had mentioned before, with Ormsby's, some of their models in the past, they had a very chunky, like D-shaped neck with a lot of shoulder on there. So I'm just gonna see. Oh, wow. Oh, dude. Oh man, that neck, dude, that feels so much better. Wow. I'm really impressed to see that. One of my biggest complaints just being so much chunkier in those earlier runs, but this one, again, this is a Hype GTR 6-string out of the run 18. This feels, I mean, way thinner, dude. Like that's thin. Like that's really, really thin. So, wow, I'm shocked how light this is. This is definitely a much lighter body, which is surprising because I don't think this particular run, these came chambered. So I'll show you guys the color there and the light. Hopefully you can see that okay. Really nice looking blue finish here in that quilt. Now, as far as our specifications, we're dealing with a Hype GTR 6-string. This particular run did offer the standard scale. I think that's a huge plus. As mentioned before, a lot of times you have a super extreme multi-scale fan fret. It just gets a little bit awkward to play, and sometimes it's just a little bit overkill. I like this quilted maple veneer, definitely the typical sort of like ocean vibes, which you guys have probably seen on a lot of other Ormsby models. Pretty good. I definitely think it's an attractive color. This one does have a lightweight mahogany body, which I'm like blown away at just how lightweight this is. I mean, we're talking, I mean, I'm gonna put this on the scale here in a second, but I'm gonna say this is probably like maybe a low to mid like 6-pound instrument, which is awesome. We've got a very nice headstock there, as expected. It's got that like cool like harpoon style, which looks very aggressive, very modern, very metal, if you will. Dealing with a 3-piece maple neck. These do also have the carbon fiber rod reinforcement, so definitely good for maximum stability. Hip shot locking tuners, very nice. Fret ends feel super, super smooth. You guys have seen in the past, I've always spoken very highly of anything coming out of that World Music Korea factory, and this is like, I mean, absolute butter. I don't feel any sharp fret ends, no fret tangs, nothing like that. And again, we're dealing with 24 stainless jumbo frets. Ebony fretboard looks good. I don't see any like weird streaks or marks or anything like that. Sometimes with ebony, I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a dice roll like anything else. Sometimes you'll get like a more consistent piece that's got more just solid black. And of course, sometimes you'll get some that have like more streaks and figuring and whatnot. So, you know, personal taste, it's gonna depend what the person is, of course, looking for. But I myself, I like that really consistent kind of black fretboard. So yeah, I think this is definitely well equipped. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the humbuckers are just like their own like house brand Ormsby like import pickups. So not expecting anything like super crazy there. I would assume pretty much you're gonna get like a modern voicing, as well. Most of these guitars are obviously very modern for your typical kind of progressive metal guys. Looks like one volume, one tone, basic 3-way toggle, super straightforward, nothing too complicated. All right, so this is a huge thing for me right here, guys. The fact that they took the time to relocate the output jack, that's huge for me. You guys heard me in the past always complaining about the location of the output jack. It used to be on previous runs. It was literally right here in the center where obviously your strap button would be. And this did create some issues, like especially if you're gonna plug in the guitar, sit down in more of like that, you know, that classical playing position where, you know, it kind of rests on like your left thigh, assuming you're a right-handed player. So obviously it looks like they have taken the time to redesign that. So you can see this is now in a much more ergonomic spot. Really nice to see that improvement for Ormsby. I'm still like, the biggest thing for me, guys, is like that neck. Like this feels, I mean, yeah, this is like huge redemption right now for Ormsby. I am pretty ecstatic right now. Definitely out of tune, but you know, just took it out of the box, no big deal. I'm gonna say this definitely needs some new strings. These feel like a little grimy, a little gritty, not super great, and again, out of tune. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and change the strings, just do like a couple basic tweaks just to kind of get the action where I want it to be, and then, you know, from there I'll be sure to follow up with a sound demo. So yeah, really quick unboxing for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Really excited to see some like major improvements from Ormsby guitars. Guys, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Share your thoughts, share your experiences if you've ever tried any Ormsby guitars. I'm definitely gonna be spending a lot more with this guy here once I get all the tweaks sorted out, and I'll be sure to post that follow-up. So thank you guys as always. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. I'll go ahead and just play for a second here just to give you guys a little bit of a reference point for sound. Again, it definitely needs some strings, needs a setup. I can tell the intonation's probably a little bit off, but yeah, just for the sake of just why not, here's what it sounds like. pretty amazed overall, guys. Super happy with the neck. I mean, it just feels just so much thinner, man. So much thinner, dude. Like, no chunky shoulder. I'm just described as like a very, very thin, slim C. So I would say absolute perfection when it comes to looking at like the neck profile. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more updates. I'll be sure to post a follow-up once we get this thing dialed in, set up properly. Thank you guys, as always, for the support. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.